Welcome everyone, my name is Jordan Farmer. This is the Uncommon Ground YouTube channel where we are indoctrinating the masses, and today I'm going to be talking about how we can fix our political system. So when a public servant enters office, they have a choice: serve the people or serve themselves, and they have to make that choice for themselves, otherwise they'll get pulled into just serving themselves. It's a natural human tendency. Even if they start with the best intentions and they choose to be a public servant, they can still get pulled both by the natural human tendency towards corruption. When you can get away with it, you'll try to. But also, taking the path of least resistance towards success, that can pull a lot of people into that wheelhouse, into selling out. Even beyond the weaknesses of that individual can get pulled by forces outside of themselves that try to push them into the direction of corruption and selling out and just taking care of themselves. Those who are true public servants will be worn down by the show side of politics and by the corruption that's hidden underneath the veil. And they'll get pushed out of office, especially when you have a very comfortable pension and retirement account waiting for you. And as a lobbyist and in many other avenues with influence outside of just being in office, you can make a tremendous amount of money. The good-hearted public servants will fall prey to the cynical view of one man or one person can only do so much. After 4 years of Trump in the White House, I really hope that we've broken that mentality and we understand that with the right determination, one person can really change a lot and be the difference in history. So far, I've only discussed what happens within one career in public service, how someone can get pulled into corruption. But once you start getting into multi-generational dynasties and lineages of public servants, in all likelihood, those will be the corrupt lineages and dynasties that emerge. Because why would you stay in office if you've already made enough money? I mean, the pensions are great, so you don't need the money once you've won and once you've gotten into office. So they're there for the power, or they're there to serve, or they're there for the influence. Either way, I mean, obviously, if they're there for the right reasons, I'm not talking about this, but, or if they're there for the right reasons, I'm talking about something else. But those who choose the corrupt path and those who are stuck in the multi-generational corrupt path will have support on all sides from the modern, corrupt establishment, international political influence industrial complex. So how do we fix this? How do we fix the issue of career politician sellouts? The more difficult path and the longer path is to try to pressure current politicians into change. The much quicker, much more effective and easier path is to vote them all out. Hence the title of this video. And we should start with the House of Representatives because it's elected every 2 years. So we can affect the most change the most quickly by focusing on that particular body. Although obviously you should focus on all politicians in your jurisdiction mainly, and then branch out beyond that. Anyone who has been in office for 20 years or more, in public office of any kind, I think that's too much. So I would say vote them out. Support either, depending on whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or a Libertarian, support support the challenger within their party, support the challenger outside their party, whatever you're the most comfortable with, but get them out of office. Get the career politician sellouts and the slot holders in particular. I call the slot holders slot holder politicians are just people that are there and listen to the higher ups for how they should vote, and they're totally useless and they don't advocate for their people. Vote them all out. We don't need them. And at a bare minimum, having new people in office will require more effort on the part of that political influence industrial complex to turn them corrupt. At a bare minimum, it will make it harder. Ideally, if we do it enough and we do it quickly and with enough sustained effort, we'll be able to fix the system to take away the teeth and the coercive powers of the political influence industrial complex, nationally and internationally. Obviously, we can only control our country, but ultimately we want to advocate for getting influence out of politics that has nothing to do with what serves the people the best over the longest term. The new people in office will have less battle wounds, a fresher perspective, and a less cemented worldview. There are 3 really, really good sources for the best or ideal replacements for the current political set of current politicians. These 3 sources are, first off, high-level academia, and by that I mean engineers, research scientists, environmental scientists, economists, and high-level doctors of various kinds. Just people that have shown that they can understand complex ideas and take aggressive and very competent and productive action towards handling those. And those people are most suited for legislative bodies, for not being lawyers, but working with lawyers in order to understand and how to mold legislation. I think those people are the best suited for that. The next category of people are high-level entrepreneurs and high-level managers within the executive sort of corporate infrastructure. These people have high-level experience at high levels in complex executive systems that are oriented around certain goals. That skill set of operating effectively within that, especially as a top tier executive or manager or CEO or COO or something like that, CFO, whatever. If you show that kind of executive capacity and competence, then you're best suited for governors, mayors, presidents, and just people that are in charge of executive branches. The last category, and they can kind of fit in anywhere in politics, would be independent journalists, because they know how to get at the truth and they are not bought out. Lawyers are only good as support staff for politicians or as judges. Outside of that, not all lawyers are bad, but unless they have a track record for fighting for the right things and an established one outside of government or, within certain aspects of government, outside of those, I mean, lawyers should just be judges or support staff. They should not be given a vote, and they should not be at the wheel as an executive. So, get registered to vote, get on the people in your jurisdiction that you can vote for, and find the people that are new, that are not corrupt and not sold out, not part of political lineages, and vote them in, and vote all these old, corrupt, dingbat dirtbags out of office. I hope you appreciated this information. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.